Exactly 17 seconds on a Tuesday nobody remembers. Gojo Satoru forgot that he was untouchable. It happened during golden hour in an abandoned shrine somewhere between Yokohama and nowhere. The kind of place even cursed spirits avoid because the vibes are simply too depressing. He had come alone. No students trailing behind, asking questions he would answer with half-truths and full smirks. No higher-ups breathing down his neck. Just him, the sunset bleeding through cedar trees, and a single grade 2 curse that looked more tired than malevolent. Basically a salaryman who died angry about overtime and never quite got over it. Normally, this would have taken 4 seconds. 5 if he felt theatrical. But today, the curse didn't attack. It just sat, cross-legged in the middle of the Torii Gate path, like it was waiting for the last train home, when Gojo tilted his head and asked, more out of boredom than anything, "You gonna fight or just vibe?" The curse lifted one translucent hand and pointed at the sky. There, hanging stupidly low, was the fattest, roundest harvest moon Gojo had ever seen. It looked fake, like someone had photoshopped it in and forgotten to adjust the brightness. The curse made a sound that wasn't quite a voice. "Pretty," it rasped, "isn't it?" Gojo blinked behind the blindfold. He had seen prettier things. He had been prettier things. Entire battlefields had rearranged themselves around his silhouette just so the lighting would hit right. And yet, something about that moon, plus that tired ghost, plus the complete absence of anyone expecting him to be the strongest right now, made his fingers twitch. He lowered his hand. Not dramatically, not like in the movies where the music swells and cherry blossoms fall in slow motion. Just casually, like someone forgetting to keep gripping a glass. Infinity didn't react. Because for 17 stupid, impossible seconds, Gojo Satoru forgot it existed. The curse didn't rush him, didn't try to claw his eyes out. It simply reached forward, slowly, almost politely, and tapped one finger against the space where his barrier should have been. Nothing stopped it. The finger passed through like smoke through a dream catcher. Gojo felt it. Actual physical contact. A cold, damp salaryman fingertip against the bridge of his nose. He laughed. Not the theatrical one he used in front of students. Not the dangerous one he used in front of enemies. A real, startled, slightly embarrassed laugh. The kind a teenager makes when someone they like accidentally brushes their hand. The curse tilted its head, confused. Then, very seriously, it said, "You're crying." Gojo touched his own face and was mildly horrified to discover this was factually correct. A single tear track. Not dramatic, not movie-like, just wet. He stared at the moisture on his fingertip, like it had personally betrayed him. 17 seconds ended. Infinity snapped back into reality like a rubber band pulled too far. The curse was suddenly 3 meters away again, looking deeply apologetic. Gojo wiped his face with his sleeve, already rebuilding the mask at light speed. "All right, That was weird, even by my standards, he said, voice sliding back into its usual lazy drawl. Let's pretend that never happened. Deal? The curse nodded vigorously. Then, because cursed spirits are still ultimately honest in the worst ways, it whispered, "You looked smaller when you forgot." Gojo's grin sharpened, but his eyes didn't match it. "Yeah, well," he said, already turning away, 6 eyes already scanning for the next thing to destroy or protect or ignore. "Small looks bad on me." He raised one hand. The sunset moon was still obscenely round. The curse bowed, actually bowed, and began to dissipate. Just before it vanished completely, Gojo heard one last sentence, spoken so softly it almost wasn't there. Even the sky gets tired of being untouchable sometimes. Gojo didn't answer. He just flicked his fingers. Blue, red, purple, the shrine and everything in a 70-meter radius turned into modern art. When Yaga asked later why the entire valley looked like someone had taken a bite out of it with a cosmic cookie cutter, Gojo only shrugged. Overdid it a little. He didn't mention the 17 seconds. He didn't mention the tear. And he definitely didn't mention that, for just a moment, the strongest had let himself be touched, not by violence, not by love, not by duty, but by something far more dangerous. The simple permission to be ordinary underneath the moonlight, even if only for 17 seconds. He would die before admitting he sometimes wished the moon would hang that low again, and that maybe, just maybe, he wouldn't raise infinity next time.